The topics I'm going to cover are statistics, detection, avoidance, and defense. We will begin with an overview of how phishing attacks have affected businesses today. Roughly 90% of all data breaches reported by companies are caused by phishing attacks. More than 40% of employees admit to taking a dangerous action at least once. In 2021, nearly 66% of small-medium businesses experienced a cyber attack relating to phishing. Phishers impersonate the brands you trust. In the past, phishers selected victims at random, if at all, sending phishing campaigns to hundreds, even thousands of recipients. To improve their success rate, phishers now research their targets and discover the brands that victims are associated with, including banks, software, and app vendors. The most impersonated brands of 2019 range from cloud services, financial corporations, streaming companies, and much more. What they all have in common is a trusted, instantly recognizable brand and a large pool of victims to choose from. In less sophisticated phishing attacks, phishers might include a single image in the phishing email, typically a poor quality logo, which is easy for users to detect. In sophisticated attacks, images are used throughout the email, adding to the authenticity and increasing the likelihood that a user will believe the email is legitimate. Often the brand's logo has been manipulated slightly to bypass filters, but these changes are not visible to the naked eye. Very often it is almost impossible for the average user to tell the difference between a quality phishing page and an authentic brand web page. Avoidance is the best first step to take towards phishing. The free and easiest way to help prevent a breach is to use multi-factor authentication, otherwise known as MFA. This sets up a second point of security required when logging in. You likely already use this if you have online banking. The following key identifiers will allow you to identify phishing emails. Suspicious sender. Cybercriminals use various spoofing techniques to trick users into believing an email is legitimate. Check the domain closely for close cousin domains. Be cautious when reading email on your mobile, as only the display name of the email may be visible, even if the email is legitimate. Subject line and tone. Enticing, urgent, or threatening language is commonly used to encourage the recipient to take immediate action. Evoking a sense of curiosity, greed, or fear is a common tactic among phishing schemes. Greeting. Phishers often send out mass emails to gather information, so they use generic greetings. But sophisticated phishers personalize their emails with information such as names, email addresses, and even breached passwords. This next picture will cover the next three items: errors, links, and attachments. Errors. Read the email carefully. Grammatical errors are an obvious red flag, but sophisticated hackers do not make glaring errors. Instead, there may be more subtle mistakes, such as a minor spacing issue or use of symbols instead of words. In some cases, there will be no errors. Links. Before clicking, hover over a link to see the URL of where the link actually leads, and beware of link shorteners, such as bit.ly, tinyURL, or other website shorteners such as that. Keep in mind that phishing emails can include clean URLs in addition to the phishing URL to trick the users and email filters. Attachments. Be wary of emails that include attachments. Phishing emails may include a link in an attachment rather than the body of the email to avoid detection by an email filter. The final item is images. Cybercriminals can easily replicate brand logos, images, and badges in emails and web pages that are indistinguishable from the real thing. Consider all the above factors as you decide whether or not to click. Implementing multi-factor authentication will mean that in the event of a password breach or successful phishing attack, you can be less concerned with your data, as potential hackers will still have to get past MFA. During this time of a breach, you can change your password before the hackers have a chance to access any of your data. At MF Telecom Services, we have partnered with Vade Email Security, an industry-leading cybersecurity company that is used by companies such as Amazon and BT. Vade allows you to prevent upwards of 90% of all phishing emails by using an AI to assess the authenticity of an email before delivering it to you. If you'd like to hear more, please get in touch with us today, and thank you for listening.